Hi, good Tuesday afternoon, everyone, and happy March 1st. March certainly coming in more like a lamb than a lion, with these beautiful blue skies out there and temperatures hanging out in the 60s, possibly 70s this afternoon. What a far cry from what we were all dealing with last week, as temps were sitting sub-zero, single digits, teens. It's been a nice break, to say the least. So, you know the saying, typically March coming in like a lion, out like a lamb. Not necessarily the case around here in Denver. Typically, as we look back on the past couple of March 1sts, we saw snow back in 2020. So, okay, feeling a little bit more like a lion. It was 50 degrees and dry last year, and this year I am looking at potentially 70 degrees. All right, so going out more like a lamb? Well, yeah, I'd say so. Back in 2020, close to 70 degrees, 52 last year, and yeah, we'll still have to wait and see what March 31st holds in store for us. It's typically March, you know, our snowiest month here in Denver, and I do have some snowfall in the forecast in that 7-day. I'll show you that in just a bit, but first, get outside today. My goodness, it feels fantastic. Temps sitting in the mid 60s right now out of DIA, 70s in Ray, out towards Springfield at 71. Still cold in Kremling per usual, 16 degrees, mid 30s in Steamboat with some mid 40s around Telluride in Grand Junction right now at 51. Out at the airport, the winds out of the south-southeast about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Should be a fairly quiet and calm afternoon for us. And these temperatures only continue to climb. I think we'll do another 70-degree day here in the metro area. Mid to upper 60s into northern Colorado, warm off to the eastern plains, and then up into the high country, still another above average kind of day. As we look on 8th Street up to 9, few clouds starting to drift in, especially around Grand County. None yet for the metro area, but we do have a chance for seeing a few of those drifting in later tonight and into tomorrow. Really, most of the storms and the storm track is positioned across the Pacific Northwest. This first front now lining up into Idaho, bringing portions of eastern Idaho, western Montana, some light snowfall. That snowfall continuing up there, and then another system already beginning to push in off to the coastline around Seattle and Portland. All of that moisture, though, staying well to the north for the next couple of days as this ridge of high pressure kind of hangs tight across Colorado. We'll be looking at clear skies tonight, but a mild night as temperatures only fall to the upper 20s, low 30s for most of eastern Colorado, teens and 20s up into the mountains too. In the futurecast, really don't have a ton to show you. This is tomorrow morning, the entire state looking dry. By the afternoon, though, we will be monitoring a few clouds kind of drifting in across the I-25 corridor off to the eastern plains, but they shouldn't last long. High pressure around, you can see that storm track staying well to our north. So as this ridge kind of sits atop Colorado, it's going to be bringing us the warm, mild conditions really for the next couple of days. Soak in the sunshine once again tomorrow. We're going to be looking at low 70s on tap. Winds out of the southwest about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So a light little breeze out there. And again, those afternoon clouds streaming in. Highs sitting in the 70s from Sterling all the way south towards Springfield, Trinidad, and then look up to the mountains, mid 40s around Winter Park through Steamboat, low 60s in Alamosa and through Durango. 70s in Littleton tomorrow afternoon, upper 60s in Longmont up to Fort Collins. And then the 7-day forecast, this is where things start to get a little interesting, right? We're spoiled with all the sunshine and the above average temperatures. These numbers running about 20 to 25 degrees above our average. Pretty wild, right? Then late Friday night, we'll be tracking another front starting to push in. It first brings us some rain. The cooler temperatures settle in as we look ahead toward the weekend. Possibly a couple of early morning flurries for us on Saturday in the afternoon into the evening, maybe that rain snow mix, and then we'll be looking at all snow certainly coming our way on Sunday, possibly even lingering into early on Monday morning, and then that system departs. So yeah, it's a bit of a roller coaster ride per usual, right? But that's why we love living here in Colorado. I'm going to go head over to Facebook and see if you guys have any questions for me about the forecast. Hi, Rena. Hello, hello. Oh, awesome. You're from New Mexico. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Seth. Yep, having a fantastic Tuesday. Patricia, it is such a beautiful day. Yes, the windows are open. Your cat is sound asleep. I'm sure kind of cuddled up in that sunshine. I know before I left to come to work, Walter was sunbathing. Any spot in the house he can find the sun, that's where he'll be at. Einar, hello. Thanks for tuning in all the way from Oslo, Norway, per usual. I love that. As we look ahead toward the weekend, yeah, Karen asking, is there going to be any accumulation? Right now it looks like potentially a couple of inches here in Denver. The system kind of coming in 2 waves. So we'll be monitoring it. We still are several days out, but I'd say potentially a couple of inches, with the focus being more so on Sunday of snow actually sticking and accumulating. But then we bounce back as that storm system pushes out. We'll be looking at mid-40s on Tuesday. So that's kind of the idea that we have. Again, it's Tuesday. We're still several days out. We'll be fine-tuning the forecast as it gets a little closer, but right now, couple of inches, 2 to 4 inches is what I would say. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your afternoon. Get outside in the sunshine, soak it in while it's here. You know the drill. Changes are, of course, on the horizon. We'll have more details about this incoming storm for the weekend, the first weekend of March, tomorrow when I see you guys back here on Facebook tomorrow at 12:30. Enjoy the rest of your day.